we would try and understand a 2-planet conjunction to start off with, and then probably we'll take the multiple planet conjunctions later. So you know about natural benefics and natural malefics. You know about functional malefic and functional benefics, right? You see the role of a planet in the chart, and for conjunction, you've got to know the nature of the planet also. So we've studied planets. Yeah. So if the Lagna Lord goes and conjuncts with a planet, because they are exchanging energies, you'll see the influence of that planet getting conjunct with the Lagna Lord on the native. So the 3 ways that you start reading a house, or when you start reading a chart, you read it house by house, like what we have completed, the 12 houses. How you start reading it is by looking at the planet sitting in the house. If you picked up a chart, the first thing that you would do is read the Lagna, the first house, and then the second, the third, the fourth, the fifth. Yeah.
Right.
So initially, initial days, the best way to do is to read a chart house by house and see what is happening. So first house, you see who is controlling the first house. The planet sitting there would control, obviously. The influence of that planet would be on the native. Second, if there's no planet sitting, then the planet aspecting that house would be responsible. So the native would look like that planet also a little. Yeah. And the third is conjunction. So first is position by placement. If there's a planet placed in a house. Second is by aspect. Planet takes control of the house. The third is conjunction. So if there's no planet sitting, if there's no planet aspecting a house, then you see where is the Lord going. And if there's a planet getting conjunct with the Lord of that house, the nature of the planet coming and getting conjunct with the Lord of the house will give its nature to the Lord of that house. Or you would see the influence of the other planet. So this is the rule of conjunction that I'm trying to tell you. So, and we see it at multiple levels. Yeah. One in the static chart, then obviously during the Dasha period also. And if you say about Lagna, then in the Lagna, if there's the Lagna Lord goes and gets conjunct with a planet, nature of the planet will be there in the person. The nature of the planet is something that you have to understand while you're studying conjunctions. You should know what is happening.
Right.
For an example, if 4th Lord is any planet, no matter which planet it is, if it is conjunct with moon, so nature of the moon is what you could see in your mother. If it is conjunct with sun, if the 4th Lord conjuncts with sun, then you see the nature of sun in your mother. Or for the native, for example, I'm saying, if the 9th Lord, if there's no planet sitting in the 9th house and the 9th Lord goes and gets conjunct with sun, so the nature of sun, the appearance of sun, what we have discussed, could be seen in the father. Father would be strict, very disciplined, or somebody who's trying to make you disciplined. Father could be of high ego, could have a square shaped body, well-built body, may have a firm temperament. So all that could be seen in the father because the 9th Lord is conjunct with sun. So they've exchanged energies. When 2 planets come together in a house, they exchange energies.
Right.
So whatever this planet was showing, the other planet getting conjunct will give its influence. And then you start seeing the significations of the planet getting conjunct with this planet, who was the Lord. Yeah. He will get the nature of this planet, the other planet who's conjunct with it. And the other way around. So this planet would also be a ruler of some house. There you would see influence of this planet. So if I try and explain you, this is a Aries Lagna chart, correct? Now tell me, if I want to check the spouse, what do you think? How would be the spouse? I've written Mars and Venus here. So the spouse has qualities of Mars.
Yes. So she would be
independent, aggressive, active, strong. Tell me, how is the native himself?
Yeah, it would also have a lot of Mars qualities because there is a 3rd aspect of Mars, and there is the
no, but there's the 4th aspect of Mars, but that is a secondary thing. Don't look at that aspect right now. You would see that aspect later. But
Oh.
I am talking about the nature of the person, or
Yeah.
how is the person is. So that person will have quality of Venus because it is conjunct here.
Yeah. Okay.
Although Mars is protecting the Lagna, so it is making the Lagna stronger.
Uh-huh.
But here completely you see that Venus is conjunct with Mars.
Yeah.
So the native would be handsome or beautiful, clean or hygienic, loves luxury, could be brand conscious. All the qualities of Venus
Mm-hmm.
would be seen in the native. But because Mars has taken the qualities of Venus, yeah, Mars is aspecting the Lagna, that is all right. But before that happens, Mars has lost its nature to Venus already, and
Yeah.
Venus is now in Mars.
Right. Right.
So they've exchanged qualities. So the
Yeah.
native would be more like Venus and less like
Yeah.
Mars. So that is one thing. The Mars related qualities would come because of the sign also, which is here.
Yeah.
Because this is the Mool Trikona sign of Mars. The nature of the of Mars is kind of related to this sign. So that would be there. But when the planets exchange, or when these planets conjunct, they exchange the nature, or they exchange the qualities.